Welcome back to the channel. I hope you click like and leave a comment. I wanted to bring this up because I think this will be my third video regarding Claudine Gay. It's hilarious because the very people who are sitting up here talking about Claudine Gay and trying to push this plagiarism BS on her, they are having their family members looked into, and William Ackman, and I'll show you an image of him. He is a hedge fund billionaire, which means he's an a-hole. He has the a-hole haircut, he has the a-hole suit, and he has the a-hole look. This video says that Ackman argues DIE, that's diversity, equity, and inclusion, contributes to divisiveness. So having a diverse workforce, giving people equity not based on race, which I thought that's what they struck down affirmative action for, but whatever, and being inclusive of everyone creates divisiveness. And don't get me wrong, I understand where he is coming from. He is a entitled POS, colorless male, who, because he is a billionaire and he has done this screwing people over, he feels superior. So of course, if you have other people that are not colorless male or colorless at all coming in, it makes him feel small, which he probably is anyway, but it makes him feel that way. Now, his wife, a former MIT professor, is accused of copying from Wikipedia. Now, they were talking about how Claudine Gay, she missed a comma, she missed a period, she missed some type of punctuation in her papers where she was to cite her source. But now you have the former MIT professor. These people have done some magic. Just, I don't know why people think that these people are intelligent. They buy their way in. They buy their children's way in. They don't, their kids do not have to do any work. They just have to memorize some stuff and then have somebody else do the work. They can pay people to do that for them. But she's been accused of copying from Wikipedia. My goodness. But then he has the nerve to talk about Claudine Gay. Have this black woman, an ambiguous black woman who has earned her way and is smarter than the both of them put together. And she was the president of Harvard. They had to take it from her. It's not like she did anything wrong. Many people have said this is some BS and they can see right through it, and they cannot have blackness in that position. Lots of people know that just like striking down affirmative action, this is anti-black behavior. Now, it says here, for weeks, Will Ackman, the billionaire hedge fund manager, has campaigned on social media against Claudine Gay, who resigned as Harvard's president amidst accusation of plagiarism. No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with that. That was dead in the water. It had everything to do with because she would not give an answer on freedom of speech. That's what it was. And these ish people want everybody to coddle them, even in their wrong, in their side of people. But yeah, she was accused of plagiarizing other scholars, of not taking a strong enough stance against. That's what it was. Like, the plagiarism is a BS cape because she will not stand on their principle, but she is doing things within the policy of the institution. But they want to cancel her, but these types are so over cancel culture, right? But the battle was brought home after Business Insider, an online publication, posted several accusations of plagiarism against Mr. Ackman's wife, Neri Oxman, an architect and designer who holds a PhD in design computation from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Business Insider said on Friday that Dr. Oxman, please, stole sentences and whole paragraphs from Wikipedia, other scholars, and technical documents in her academic writing. I want the academic police to come get Dr. Oxman. Since that's what this is about, since plagiarism is horrible, she needs to have something taken away from her, or she needs to have something done to her and her reputation, since this is what she did. Because they're saying she took whole sentences and paragraphs from Wikipedia. She took whole sentences and whole paragraphs from other scholars and put it in her writing. This thief, this person who was not good enough, they literally found whole sentences and paragraphs, not a comma, not a period. Wow. Those examples came a day after the publication reported on several errors in attributing others' work in her dissertation. Dr. Oxman apologized for these errors on Thursday and said they would involve only a few paragraphs of a paper. I'm not. I'm not. It says on Friday evening, before Business Insider had posted its largest story, Mr. Ackman posted on social media that the publication had contacted his wife about his recent findings, but that he and Dr. Oxman, a former tenure professor at MIT, had not had time to research the accuracy of the accusations. Like I said, karma. Karma is such a beautiful thing. Let's listen to the story because nobody can ever take responsibility. They can only be a victim and victimize themselves. Somebody is always victimizing them, but no, he stuck his foot in his mouth. He was being an a-hole, puffing his chest out, and then his wife got exposed. His house got exposed. It says here, it's unfortunate that my action to address problems in higher education have led to these attacks on my family. Mr. Ackman, founder of I Don't Give a In response, he wrote he would begin a plagiarism review of all current MIT facility members. The president of MIT and the university's governing bodies, and would share all the results with him. So basically, he came after Dr. Claudine Gay. His wife got exposed for stealing. Like, this is beyond plagiarism. She shouldn't even have her doctorate, but now he is declining to comment any further. Okay. So maybe they got the idea from Dr. Oxman, who clearly stole other people's work and was stealing from Wikipedia. And they said, oh, let's get her on that, even though she didn't do what she did and was missing a comma or something like that. It says here, Dr. Oxman apologized the same day as I have dedicated my career to advancing science and innovation. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, I knew I recognized his name. Um, Alan Dershowitz. He was sitting up there screaming about, oh, protect the ish people, and we're getting this and that, and woe is us, right? And he has been listed as a name on the Jeffrey Epstein list of messing with underage girls on the island. Yes, he has been accused of this, but he's trying to attack Claudine Gay. You cannot make this ish up. He's talking about plagiarism, but he's a pedo. So a lot of these people are seeing karma and getting what they deserved. And they're trying to practice their anti-blackness and tear someone down for nothing. This is what you get, good or bad. Your karma comes to you and you see what's coming to them. Okay, the rest of this says in its first article, Business Insider accused Dr. Oxman of plagiarizing multiple paragraphs in her 2010 doctoral dissertation at MIT, including at least one passage directly lifted from another writer without citations. On Thursday, Dr. Oxman, a former tenure professor at MIT, she shouldn't even be recognized. And anyway, she had cited the source but omitted quotation marks for certain work that I used in 4 pages of her 330-page thesis. Not including quotation marks is a violation of MIT Academic Integrity Handbook, both as it is currently written and as it was written at the time. Dr. Oxman also apologized on Thursday for paraphrasing a sentence from a book by Klaus Matic, hope I'm saying that right, in her thesis and not citing him. Dr. Oxman was portrayed in a 2018 profile in the New York Times as a brilliant, quirky scholar who founded a discipline she called material ecology, which worked with natural organisms like slime, mold, monarchs, and silkworms to make extraordinary objects and structures that do all sorts of extraordinary things. Israel born. She was a first lieutenant in the Israel Air Force, and she and Mr. Ackman were married in 2019. Yeah, wow, you cannot make this up. Brilliant scholar, but plagiarizing all over the place. Then her idiot husband goes after somebody else who didn't, and all of the skeletons fall out the closet. I hope even more skeletons fall out the closet. I hope these people get what they deserve. It would be funny if the hedge fund billionaire, William, ended up on the list too. That would be hilarious. But this is disgusting. This is a slippery slope. And if you're going to do this, you better have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because stuff like this is going to happen. It shows the hypocrisy. It shows like this upliftment and favoritism towards ish people. It's giving anti-blackness. And maybe next time, when somebody decides to exercise said anti-blackness, that they would think twice. Because yeah, now his wife has been exposed for being a thief and not being an extraordinary scholar. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.